All right, guys, so I am going to go ahead and explain to you exactly how I do my YouTube thumbnails, because that is going to make every YouTube video just pop way more than anybody else's. So you always want to be having thumbnails up the right way if you are going to be doing this. So first things first, what you want to be doing, if you don't already have them, you want to get these apps, okay? So your first one that you're going to be using is Pick, Tap, Go, okay? This should be on your phone whether you're using making thumbnails or not. Pick, Tap, Go is your go-to if you have an iPhone. Otherwise, there's other ones if you have an Android. You also want word swag. You also want image compressor. That's what it looks like. It's blue, okay? That's the icon you want to look for. And you also want the Google Chrome app. Okay, so these are all the apps that you want. Google Chrome, image compression, word swag, and Pick, Tap, Go. Okay, so for example, I've just made a video, pretending, all right? Just made a video, and now I want to create my thumbnail. So what I always do is I'll take a photo this way with my camera, because that's the shape of the thumbnail, and it makes it a lot easier to add your text to it. So you want to make sure that you're taking your photos horizontally, okay? So for example purposes, first thing I would do is I go into Pick, Tap, Go, and I will select the photo that I just took. All right, so for this example, I'm just going to take this. So let's pretend I just took this. It's horizontal shaped, or excuse me, it's rectangle shaped, but it was done horizontally. That is basically the thumbnail image. So then I go to edit. I just want to make it pop a little more. So the first thing I'm probably going to do with this one is go to bright side to brighten it up a little. And just so you can see the difference. There you go. Just a little bit. And then I will use my absolute favorite app, or my favorite filter ever is Crispity. And I want it a little bit more crisp and bright. So maybe I'll do contrast. Okay, perfect. So there, it's super bright. And to show you what it used to look like, there you go. It went from that to that. I mean, that stands out, okay? So then you just go to Go, save to camera roll. Okay, so once I'm out of there, this is when it gets fun. This is when you actually make your thumbnail. So I'll go ahead, I'll open up Word Swag. And I will select the photo that I just edited. Not this one, this one. So we'll pull it up, skip this always. Okay, and now here is where you can add your thing. For something like this with the background that's really bright, if it's not dark already, I go ahead and I'll use something like this. Okay, so I'll put the square there. You could change the color. Let's make it, I don't know. Let's make it lime green. I'm crazy, but let's not use that green. So let's use that one. Okay, so I'll go ahead and you could change. If you just keep hitting the dice here, it'll just depend on what you want it to look like. So for right now, just for this example, I want it to be that because it's nice, big, and bold. We'll just make it a little smaller. And you always want to make sure that your text is not too far to the sides, the top, or the bottom, because the thumbnail will cut it off. So I try and keep it fairly over in the middle, sort of. So, okay, there's that. Let's just do, I don't know, check this out. You could literally write anything you want, you guys. Check this out, and now it'll change it. So now I have to go back. Okay, perfect. That's what I want it to look like. Okay, so then I'll save it. Click done, save to camera roll. So now what happens is if you try and upload that photo to YouTube, it is too big. So that's why we have the image compression. So you go ahead, select the photo right there. Select, and then this will be automatically set to 80. That's what I keep it at because it's just enough. You don't want to reduce the file size too much to where your images are not looking as crisp and sharp as they should be. So all you do is when it's on 80, you just hit save images, save all images. Yes, it is only going to save the one that you just selected. Don't panic. Save all images. Okay, it reduced almost 5 megabytes, so that's really, really good. So hit OK, close out of that. And then what you do, you go into Chrome. Now, let's just say I already uploaded my video, okay? So what I'm going to do is right up here, And by the way, you guys, the reason that I'm using Chrome, let me just explain for a second. The reason that I use the Chrome app is because when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I'm constantly on the road, in the car, wherever else, and I'm not always, I don't always have access to my laptop or internet at that moment. So if I need to get a video up immediately, which is almost all the time, I am doing it right from my phone. And the only way to do that and actually edit the thumbnail and upload a custom one is through a desktop version of YouTube. The app for YouTube doesn't allow you to do that. So I'll upload the video through the app, the YouTube app, which is what you guys probably all have, but it's right here. So I'll upload it through there, right up here. And I'll pick whatever video. Let's just pick this one. And then hit next, and then you could put your title and your description, and then make sure it's public, and then upload, right? So then once that's all done, I go into, like I said, the Chrome app, and I make sure that up here, this is already set for me because I have it set permanently, but you want to make sure that you click those 3 buttons and you hit request desktop site, because that will pull up YouTube how it should look on a computer, and that's what you want. So, okay, anyway, while we're in here, this is where we're going to actually do some work. So you go up here, these 3 little lines up here, and you go to my channel, which is the second one down. And then this is your channel. Okay, you want to go up here to Video Manager. This is where you're going to be able to edit your keywords, your description, and your thumbnails. So let's just say, for the sake of, I don't know, let's just pick one. All right, so pretend I just uploaded this one. The one that you just uploaded the most recently will always be at the top, but let's just say, well, let's go ahead and do that. So we hit edit, and then right here, this will show stills from the video, and then you'll see this will be blank, and it'll say custom thumbnail or upload custom thumbnail or something to that effect. So you just click it, change image, and then you go right in your photo library. And you go to all photos, and you'll see 2 of these now because one was the original and this one is the compressed one. You always use the one that's the most recent to the end. So click that, and it's uploading, and then it's done. And then all you do is go right down here and click Save Changes, and then you're good to go. And then while you're in here, you want to make sure that your description, because I need to edit this, you want to make sure your description is in there. You want to make sure that you put your hashtags or your keywords in there as well. And that's it. So I'm not going to save that because I don't want that thumbnail for that, but that's how you do it. So there you go. No excuses.